welcome to the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Data Summit. Our thanks to the staff, sponsors, underwriters, volunteers, and board of directors for making today possible. We're going to touch upon a lot of data, including the economy, housing, demographics, voting patterns, and much more. Again, our thanks for joining us, and our special thanks go to AARP, Houston Community College, and PNC. So I'm going to give you some quick facts before we get started with the official data presenters. And those quick facts include $54 billion per year in consumer spending. That is engraved in my brain. $54 billion per year in Houston only. Many of you are responsible for budgets and what you're going to do with that money and how you're going to grow your market. Hispanics. And believe it or not, I still get this question, Daniel. Well, I'm not Hispanic. Can I be involved in the chamber? And my response is yes, we accept everyone's money. Also, Hispanics are 2 times more likely to start a business than any other demographic. And that's why I'm so thankful to PNC, AARP, and Houston Community College. They are here today to share important insights. And they are here to tell you that they are part of this team to make sure that business is strong, that Houston is vibrant, that we have a strong economy. So please make sure to say thank you to AARP, Houston Community College, and our longtime sponsor of this particular data summit, PNC. Thank you for your sponsorship. Now, in the hallway, we have crammed in as many people as the Federal Reserve would let us do. They ask, how many expos are you guys having? I don't know, just a couple. How many people are coming? Well, not too many, just a few. Thank you, Federal Reserve, for knowing that we're probably not spot on the numbers, but look at this house. I mean, there's a lot of people here, and they have all kinds of rules, but we're all right. We've got the fire chief here. He'll make sure we're okay, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Small businesses. Houston is the home to over 125,000 businesses. Think about that. 125,000. So if you need insurance, if you need a bank, if you need an education, whatever you need, I can look around this room and there's someone here who can assist and help and support you. And we're about changing the perception of Latinos. We are educators, we are CEOs. We are heading up major corporations. We are teachers. So please, look at us from that lens. Look at us as a community that is young. Do you know that 70% of Hispanics in Houston are between the ages of 18 and 44? We are young. Work with us, invest with us, partner with us. We are here to do business with you. We're just asking for that opportunity. Another bullet point, Hispanics represent 25% of all auto sales. I didn't know this, but the number one group for purchase of a luxury vehicle, Hispanic. Bless you. I don't think most people would realize that. So you see auto dealerships, we're here. Advertise to us. Hire us. Last one is that for all that we're doing, and today we'll hear it from our speakers, registering, and voting. Your chamber does not endorse candidates. We like to say we work with the winner. And we do. What we do is we partner with our partners at KHOU 11, Univision, and Odyssey to promote voter engagement, voter registration. There's a lot on the line for each and every one of you. Outside these doors, we have an expo table with the League of Women Voters, where they can provide you with information on all of the things that you need to do so you can cast your vote, not only in November, but throughout the year. And so this is an important point, and this is why we've brought our partners from Houston Community College. They're going to talk to you about workforce development. And I'm happy to announce that the share of U.S. Hispanics with college experience has increased since 2010. And another striking note is that women are getting more education than our male counterparts. Women are moving up the corporate ladder a little bit faster than they were before. And that's also managing not only our own household, but also generational support to aunts, uncles, grandparents. And so on that note, I would really like to welcome our partners. Speaking of a woman who does it all, top of her game at PNC, a good friend to us, and she is the regional president. Julie, please come on up.
Good morning. I don't remember this room being quite this packed last year, so it's just wonderful to see you all. My name's Julie Suddeth, and I'm the regional president for PNC Bank here in Houston, in addition to, as Laura said, a mom of 4 who started school today. So it's been a busy morning at my house. But we're delighted to be sponsoring this event again, and we know, based on everything Laura's taught us, that Hispanic Texans play a key role in driving economic growth, meeting workforce needs, and contributing to successful communities. And Houston, I'm biased, I'm from here. Houston's at the center of our statewide progress. Putting data behind the economic impact of the Hispanic community is central to keeping our community informed and to moving forward. As a leader of one of the largest banks in Houston, I do look at a lot of data, and it does help me and my team make knowledgeable decisions about where to invest. It also helps us address the financial gaps, and I was talking about that with some of you this morning. We know those exist in our region, and we're trying to solve for them. As a company, we know we're only as strong as the community that we serve, and I'd like to take a moment now to introduce a couple, we're here by the dozens, members of the PNC team this morning. Could you guys please stand up? If you've had a chance to meet them this morning or on previous occasions, then you know we have a strong commitment to this city and to our Houston community, and we're equally excited to hear this year's presentations. Of course, not everything can be measured, but we do gain a lot of insight from the things that can, and PNC is so proud to support the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce since we entered the market 6 years ago, and I really love this event. Great to see you all here. Thank you, Laura, for all you and your team are doing, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you.
The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is the leading advocate for the Hispanic business community. In Houston, we represent over $54 billion per year in consumer spending. Our thanks to our board and staff for making sure we elevate business and advocate for a stronger economy. Thank you, Julie. I want to also recognize all of the Expo folks. Please stand if you're in the room. Stand up, please, if you are presenting at the Expo. I see Rosemary. Come on, guys, stand up. Please stop by the Expo. We'll have enough time before we're done here so that you can go and visit, but it's everything from printing to insurance to polos and everything else, and we're so proud of our small business owners. We also like to thank our other partners, including Enterprise, Community Health Choice, Community Health Network, East Aldine Management District, Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses, Houston Community College, San Jacinto College, and Vergara Law Firm. Elected officials and appointed officials, thank you also for joining us here today. And we've had a lot of media inquiries. You'll be seeing an op-ed that will be in the Houston Chronicle in the next few days, and we're just chop at this chamber, a very small team. 4. But we do this because of you, and we do this for you. So thank you so much. Dr. Jim Granado, where are you? We're ready for you, Dr. Granado, and he's going to come and wow us and razzle-dazzle us, and he's a great person. He's the Dean and Professor of the Hobby School of Public Affairs at the University of Houston. Go Cougs.
Thank you, Dr. Murillo, for all you do, and it's a pleasure to be here. So we were tasked to do for today was take some of our most recent surveys on policy in the election. And I have a little tease for you about the Texas election. We just had something come out today about Trump versus Harris, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But we were going to look at favorability between Harris and Trump because the last survey we did was in June, and it was when Biden was still presidential, was still running. So all we had was favorability between Harris and Trump, and so I'll report that. Another hot issue is school vouchers, educational choice. Another issue is housing. And then we also looked at emergency preparedness, but I'm also at the end going to show you a couple of things we're doing at the school that may be of interest to you.
Up next, we've got our friends from AARP who are joining us today. Please welcome Rosalinda Martinez to the stage. Thank you so much. Well, you might be saying, well, why AARP? What are they doing here? Well, guess what? They've got a lot of data. If you've not visited the AARP website, please do so. And I see you young people rolling your eyes saying, why would I do that? Because they have a lot of great information, everything from careers and guidance on working and serving as caregivers to what she's going to talk to us about today. Rosalinda, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Murillo, and thank you for everyone for allowing us to be here. So to your point, a lot of people think of AARP and they automatically think, I don't want to get that magazine, and everyone complains, I'm about to turn 50, I'm going to get the magazine, but we really are... I
don't know anything about a magazine.
That is the number one complaint that I get when I meet people. But we really are doing great work as it relates to the entire family, right? And when you look at the Latino population, we are intergenerational. We are caregivers. If you look at the data here today, we're doing a lot in regards to age-friendly, which is what we call making sure that we're able to work towards policies that empower people to live their best life as they age and to be able to age in place. And housing is a big part of that, right? As we look at all of the issues that impact our abuelitas, our parents, they really do take a toll on all of us. So we are looking to work to many partners, including the Chamber. And these are all also issues that impact our Latino community as well.
So you talk a little bit about work to build an age-friendly community. Expand on that a little bit.
Yes, so about 5 years ago, we came in and worked with Mayor, at the time Mayor Anise Parker, to make sure that then Mayor Turner signed an executive order to ensure that all of the policies that we worked on in the city of Houston looked at everything from a lens of taking into account our elderly, right? Our older adults. And we don't say seniors, we say older adults. So making sure that, again, everything that we worked on was age-friendly, ensuring that we would be able to build a community that was better for everyone, including our elderly, and ensuring that transportation, housing, our infrastructure, civic engagement, all of those things were things that we would take into account.
So anybody a little concerned about their water bill lately? Okay, so tell us about the water utility plan.
Yeah, so that's something that we worked on this year with our current mayor. We have Mary Esther in the back, our volunteer, and we have our wonderful team here, Jennifer and Jackie. I can have the team stand. And one of the things that we looked at is we knew the mayor was working on a plan to ensure that there was more transparency with utilities. We know that impacts our older adults and the whole family. And so we worked with him to ensure that the older adults knew about this plan. Mary Esther went to the utilities office and was able to automatically save a few $100s. And those things really make a difference when you talk about being able to either pay for your medicine or your utilities as well.
Rosalinda, anything else you'd like to add?
We're currently looking for partners. If you're working on local advocacy issues and you want to partner with us, if you're here with one of our elected official offices, please work with us. We're here in your community, and we're working to build better communities for all.
Thank you. And this evening, AARP is hosting the premiere of a movie called The Chicano Squad, and you'll see it on A&E. And we're just so proud of the work that AARP does, and it's no surprise because Rosalinda came from the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. She's a superstar. Thank you, Rosalinda.
The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is the leading advocate for Hispanic business in our region. In Houston, we represent over $54 billion per year in consumer spending. Our thanks to our volunteers, sponsors, board of directors, and staff as we work to advocate for business and for a stronger economy. Learn more by visiting the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce website, HoustonHispanicChamber.com.
To round up our presentation, where are you, Jesse? You ready? Sure. My favorite economist. Here you go. Jesse Thompson from the Federal Reserve. Thank you.
Well, we'll bring it up. Well, before I get started, just of course, I work at the Fed and I work upstairs, so it was a really long walk to get down here. My opinions are, of course, mine and mine alone, and not necessarily representative of the views of the Federal Reserve Board of Governors, Bank Presidents, officers, or anyone else associated with the Federal Reserve Bank in any way, shape, or form. Now, when we think about the outlook for Houston, just in brief, the main thing to take away here is that the outlook is pretty darn good. So there's a lot of negativity and uncertainty in the news today. And one thing I would like you to take away is that, if I take all the data today and I take what I know about what things like hurricanes do to our outlook, the local economic activity, what I would like you to take away is that Houston's economy and the Texas economy more broadly is slowing down. It's slowing down to about its historical trend growth rate. So we've gone from unsustainable growth now to much more sustainable growth. And the data that we have so far for this year tells us that we're probably going to continue to coast along at around our trend rate of job growth. And we're going to end the year with about 1.6, 1.7% job growth for the year. In my opinion, we're probably going to inch that up as the year progresses, because we got some revisions to the data that are coming that are looking pretty good for the start of the year, so we'll get a little bit more job growth. But overall, a healthy year for job growth.
Hear it for Jesse. Thank you again to the Federal Reserve Bank for their partnership. And now we'd like to move to Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher. If you've not heard this woman, she's so eloquent, so smart, and she's ready to go with some great news this morning. You can go around on the step. Oh, there's steps there, sorry. She's going to talk to you a little bit about workforce development, especially for our corporate partners in the room. There are many opportunities, and I want to just say our thanks to them. And again, a thanks to AARP and PNC Bank for underwriting today's Data Summit. All right, and we'll have these slides and a lot of information on our website so that you can make sure to follow up and take a look at it. And we'll also air on KHOU 11 on our television program. Welcome and thank you.
Well, thank you so very, very much. Good morning, everyone. We're so delighted to be here. I would like to invite members of our team who are here from Houston Community College to come as well. Please stand up if you don't mind. Thank you so very, very much. And we have the president of our Southwest College here as well, who oversees a number of the programs that we're going to talk about with respect to the workforce.
Start with the good news. Tell us about your enrollment.
Oh my. Well, that's a great place to be because we're up in our enrollment this morning, 16%.
That is incredible.
And that is incredible.
Yes.
That means that Houston Community College is indeed embracing the mission and the vision of our board and of our state to become not only a talent-strong Houston, but a talent-strong Texas as well.
Talk to us a little bit about your cybersecurity program. You heard about AI, and they're at the forefront of this. This is incredible, right here in Houston, Texas.
Absolutely delighted to do that. In fact, Dr. Webster is overseeing that program at our Southwest College. And with the cybersecurity program, we are the National Center of Excellence in Cyber Defense. Houston Community College, a national center. And there are over 700 students who are enrolled in our programs. The jobs are plentiful. Based upon the information that was shared earlier, there is indeed a need for additional students to come in and to get the training for the jobs that will be very well compensated for the work that they do. It is interesting because as you look at our population, you will find that we have 36% of our students who are enrolled at HCC are Hispanic. 20% of the students, Latinas. That number is steadily growing because of the dual credit programs that we have and the early college programs that we have as well. And many of these students have an opportunity also to progress into the cybersecurity program. So we encourage our workforce partners to partner with us in a way that we can help either upskill the employees who are working in your companies, or for the persons that you know, to invite them to come to us so that we can get them on that pathway to gainful employment.
And I want to thank you. You put together the Champions Business Council, and I'm part of that, where you have CEOs from Apple, from large banks, from oil and gas companies. And in this small group of leaders, we provide feedback on the actual needs today. What are the kinds of people we need Houston Community College to produce so they graduate and they have well-paid jobs and they're filling the void? One of them, healthcare.
Right.
Tell us what you're doing in that space, please.
In healthcare, of course, we have our Coleman College of Health Sciences, which is located in the Texas Medical Center. We have 2 towers in the medical center. In addition to that, we have a new satellite campus that we opened at our 3100 Main administration building, and we already have 435 students who are enrolled. In healthcare, we have over 26 programs that lead to certificates and degrees. As you know, the Texas legislature approved the credentials of value so that for the short-term training, members of our community can come in, get training in phlebotomy, and let me use that as an example. 3 courses, 3 semester credit hour courses, and any resident who comes in and take that training can become a phlebotomist. One of the things about our Coleman College also is the fact that we now have the baccalaureate degree that we will be offering in healthcare management, because our industry partners have told us that the technicians are great. They want the 2-year degrees, but they also want the individuals who will have the 4-year degrees so that they can then go into the administrative positions and backfill those jobs. And I think that's critically important. But let me mention, you had indicated AI earlier, cybersecurity. We also have the baccalaureate degree in artificial intelligence and robotics. And based upon the previous conversation, that is going to make a huge difference, because what we're looking at is the energy sector, manufacturing, finance, all are at risk. And so as we start looking at the information with the cybersecurity, and then start looking at the artificial intelligence that is going to be rampant throughout all of our industries, we will need to have trained employees who will be able to fill these jobs. And the cost is very low for the residents of our community who come in and enroll in the programs at HCC.
I don't think
We're the
people
lowest.
understand how low. So 4 classes at Houston Community College total is what?
When you're looking at 4 classes, it depends upon whether or not you're looking at a certificate or you're looking at a degree. But you're looking at a degree, you're looking at basically $33 per credit hour. And then you add on the fees attached to that, and you get the bottom line per course. And that is, of course, a difference for those students who live out of district. In district, it's a much lower cost at $33.
And you're
per credit
seeing
hour.
a lot of students staying in Houston.
Yes.
Getting their associate's degree and then transferring, and they've got great relationships with other four-year universities, a lot of strong partnerships. Chancellor, thank you for being here. Thank you for understanding the role that the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce play. Thank you for investing in this chamber, and thank you for understanding that we need all of our universities and community colleges to succeed. So thank you for being a champion of that.
Indeed. Thank you so very, very much. And I'd like to recognize one of our graduates who's in the audience, who's a great success, Victoria Lara. Victoria,
Yes,
please
Victoria,
stand
with
and be
Commissioner
recognized.
Adrian Garcia's office. And she's already a superstar, but she's one of our 2024 emerging leaders, and we're going to lock her up with 24 other young leaders on Monday of next week. You will not be the same. Thank you so much.
Gosh, what a great organization, what great leadership from Dr. Murillo. You always want to go where the future is, and this is where the future is. And when you look at this people, the quality of the production, everything about this organization and the leadership, this is what you want to be a part of.
The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is the leading regional advocate for the economic and civic interests of the Hispanic business community. Our 3 legislative priorities include DACA, NAFTA, and census. Collectively, the economic impact of these 3 legislative priorities is $24.8 billion in the greater Houston region. The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce announced a wide-ranging partnership with the City of Houston ahead of the pivotal 2020 U.S. Census to increase engagement and broaden awareness. We've utilized our media platform, which includes CBS, Intercom, Univision, KHOU 11, and the Q to disseminate facts and figures. Additionally, the national media has taken notice of our chamber and has featured us on Bloomberg, CNN, The Washington Post, NPR, Money Week, to name a few, in an effort to educate and emphasize our role as the leader of Houston's new majority. We prepared op-eds, wrote white papers, held press conferences, presented on local and national panels.
NAFTA, as you know, your chamber once again has taken the lead. The numbers don't lie.
This is about jobs, economic impact. We know that a trade between the U.S. and Mexico is over $180 billion as it relates to Texas.
We celebrate the fact that the United States Supreme Court has thrown out that census question that was, are you a U.S. citizen?
It was also a banner year for the Chamber's annual initiatives, groundbreaking and data-focused Hispanic Impact Summits, the Women's Leadership Conference and Business Expo, Health, Innovation, and Technology Summit, our annual Luncheon and Business Expo, the largest in Houston, as well as our elected officials reception, annual awards gala. We graduated emerging leaders. The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce remains mission-focused.
And as go Hispanics, so goes Houston.
The Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is the leading regional advocate for the economic and civic interests of the Hispanic business community, the leader of Houston's new majority.
Thank you for joining us at the Houston Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Data Summit and Business Expo. Hundreds of people joined us here at the Federal Reserve. Our thanks to PNC, AARP, and Houston Community College. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please visit our website at HoustonHispanicChamber.com.